which got created. Did you see that? Which one? Tell me, all of you. Hello, guys. You got cold, I guess. Baba, Faisal, Habib, Mani, Prasanna. Are you guys there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
So which one is having highest precedence? This one is having highest precedence, and that is what you need to see this. See here, variables. If you define in the command line, here top, and the variables. If you define in the variables file, Terraform files, the highest precedence with the Terraform. Second, environment. Third, tier vars. Fourth, this one. Fifth, this one. Sixth, this one. Are you understanding now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. This is what I wanted to teach you, and that's called precedence. So yes, agree. There are variables you can define, different types of variable you can define. Let me show you all this type: string, number, list, map, a boolean, set, objects, tuple. Many types of variables you can define. Where you can define? You can define in all these places, and you can see all these precedents also. All these examples, for the sake of you, one examples for learning purpose, I have put it on this place, and slides also have. Make sense, guys, all of you?
It does.
Yeah. So now, guys, this was the variables. Now conditioning. So I'll show you the example programs. How do we conditions? So look at my screen, all of you. So conditioning means what? So guys, I agree. There is no if and else. I repeat, there is no if and else. So how do you conditions? So guys, you can write a conditions based on something like this, which I want to show you. So I want to show you this code. Only focus on the code which I'm talking about. Look at this. This is the variable defined. What is that? GitHub condition. One variable string type, value Java. Okay. And then this repository has to be created. So what exactly you are saying? Yeah, look at this. You are creating a repository with this name, with this description. And if you make a count 0, this will not create. And if you make a count 1, this will create one time. So see here the condition. Count is equal to $var GitHub condition, which is here, is equal to, if it is a Java, see that, think simple. If variables of this matching with this Java, then set 1. If the variable of this is not matching with the Java, set 0. Are you okay with this code? All of you?
Yes.
So here, if it is a 1, this resources will be created by 1. If it's set 0, you can create 0 times. That means no, this will not create. Simple logic. There is no if, there is no else, and stuff like that. Are you understanding, all of you?
That's
Hello?
correct.
Yeah. So this is the one way to create a conditions, and this is a popular one. Now looping. Looping means there is no for loop, guys, in Terraform. There's no for loop. So how do you do that? I think you have seen that code too many times. Count. I will show you the formula. In the Terraform, we use count to repeat that number. We call it looping, right? So Terraform looping. The spelling mistake. So here, see. So this tutorial, You can see that. How do you loop for it? So there's a one way to loop is, let me show you this here. No, here. So there's a multiple ways are there, small ways, but not for, not why, but different way. Look at this. So there's one simple way to loop that content is count. See here. There is this way is not possible. What to do? So if you want to loop 3 times this resource creation, simply say count is equal to 3. This will run 3 times. That means this will create a 3 instance all of AWS. Are you understanding? All of you?
Yes.
Simple.
Yes.
Now one more way I'll teach you, and which you can do is a for function. So here you see, look at this. This is the variable. What types of variable this is, by the way? This one. What type of variable? All of you?
Next.
Yeah, it's a list one. So what you are doing basically, you are using the for, okay, for one, okay, for one in, sorry, for L in var dot latest, which is this one, and upper one. So convert, you run how many times? N number of times of that the elements what you have, okay, and always convert small to, this is a function, okay, upper is a function, like that hundreds of functions are there. So you convert into A to capital, B to capital, and C to capital, and display this under this. So this is one of the simple way also. Let's look at this little bit more complicated program, and this here. This is a count itself. So I think that was the easiest way. So now this is the way you can do the looping. Now let's talk about the module. Any questions anyone have so far? Any questions? Anyone? Hello, you guys are not responding. You guys are still listening, all of you?
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. Now you are talking about module. What is a module? Module is the most important one, guys. Please focus. Module is the most important topic in Terraform. So what is a module? So module is basically collections of .tf program into one folder. That's all. Simple way I'm explaining it to you. Simple way I am explaining to you. Collections of TF program. Okay, TF program. Sorry, my bad. Into one folder. So what is that? So let me create it. So here, this is the one module. See how many programs you have. You have this program, this program. So collections of tier programs into one module, and that's called module. So that means this is called root module. Root module. Will you remember this? All of you? All of you?
Yes.
So this is, you were working unknowingly in the root module. This is a root module. Now the question is, can we create a more modules? Now the question is, can we create a more modules? Yes, we can create a module, but the question is, why module? Why module? First of all, we have to create simple. In a simple way, I say, let's say one folder. If you have one folder and you have hundreds of tier program for everything, okay, for everything, this is good. Or you have a 10 folder and each folder you have a 10 TF, 10 TF, and each folder do one thing. Which is good? Tell me. You, in a simple way, I'm putting it. Which is good? Which approach is good? Which approach is good?
10 folders with each having 10 TF files.
Correct. Why? Because managing the TF program, if you want to manage large infrastructure, so you can't keep it everything in one folder, one directory. So what to do? Separate it out the directories. Very simple. Separate it out the directory and call all this directory from the root directory. So simple way, I'll put it up. You create a root directory, which you have done it, and inside that you have a master.tf program, and in the master.tf program there's a one directory. Let's say I'm a spelling mistake I'm doing. So here there's a directory 1, directory 2, directory 3, directory 4. You have multiple directories. So this is the function 1, function 2, for this is directory 1 for function 1, this is directory 2 for function 2, directory 3 for function 3, directory 4 for function 4. Okay, and this each directory you have still tier program. So x some tier programs. So let's say x.tf, here y.tf, here z.tf, and m.tf. It can be any file name we discuss. So now what will happen if you manage this kind of structure? Okay, it will be easy for you to run only the things which you need it. Are you understanding? So what you should do? Content of master, call the module one, call the module directory 1. Simple. Dot directory 1. That's all. Or you want to call the directory 2, write then like this directory 2. If you want to call directory 3, call the directory 3. This is just a management way to manage the large project. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Simple. So can I create a one directory here? See, this is the root module. Can I create one directory? The directory name is mod1, and inside that can I push this var file into mod1, and see, I got a module 1. Simple. Look at this structure. I got a one root module, and there's one module which is called mod1, and inside that I have a vars.tf. That's all. It's become one module. Now the question is, how do we call this module? So you can call the module from the any TF program from the root module. So for example, let me show you one reference also, so that way it'll be easy for you to practice it. And copy paste, I'll do that. And that is Terraform module. And that's all. In this any file, let's say vix.tf I'm calling, which is in the root module. And what is the module name? Mod1, right? All of you?
Yes.
Mod1. So mod1 for, and that this is the source file. Okay. So here you have to give dot this one. That's all. Oh, I made a mistake. Let me change this in this location. So this can be anything. Calling function one, and here calling this dot mod1. That's all directory name. And here, let me delete this, and here done. That's all. So here, see, module 1 is here. The code is inside that. All the code is you have there, and I'm calling from x.tf. Can I call this? So Terraform plan, and you see that okay, there's some problem which does module function 1. What is this? Module is not yet installed. Okay, so it's not installed, so you have to init. So any module before using it, you have to install it. So init will be the command for it. So that's all. And now after that, plan. Okay, done. You see that one resources to be added. Okay, now destroy everything, and now it's a modular programming, guys. It's modular programming. Destroy, spelling mistake by the way. And I destroy everything and I can create it. So how do you manage your program? That is done by module. Are you able to understand all of you? Or not, guys? See, and see here. See here, module has been called here. Look at this here. Function one module. Are you able to understand that or not?
Yeah,
I do.
So guys, this is the next topic, which is a module. Now I'm going to talk about the Terraform workspace also. What is your Terraform workspace? So I'll put it in a simple way. You can study a little bit also offline. See here. This is my directory. This is my tier programs. And this is me. I run this tier program and I got the state file. Now this tier program, okay, this tier program, you run and create a development environment. Okay, now if you create and you run in the QA environment, same program, tell me whether it will be create or update or delete, what will happen? See, you created this already in the development environment that run that program in the development environment. Now you are running in the QA environment. So whether it will be create, update, delete or nothing, you tell me. Think a logic and tell me.
it won't do anything
It won't do anything. Why?
because the resources and everything remains the same. So it is not going to figure out what should be the difference here.
No, no, no. Well, there's one more important thing which you are missing. You gave the right answer, but the right answer basis is not matching. See, again, I'm saying same program, same directory. You run on the development environment, and it created all the infrastructure you have ready. Again, you run the same program in the QA environment, whether it will be created or not created.
Yeah, answer is still no, but I'm trying to understand. So basically,
Okay, I'll put it in this way. Okay, okay. I'll put it in this way. See, program is one, correct? This is your one laptop. Directory is also one. Same program. You want to run in development and you want to run in QA. Okay. So what will happen? Think about it. Simple. Please interrupt me if you are not understanding. Okay. So what will happen? I will run this program in the development environment. It created the infrastructure ready. Now again, understand that if I change some of the input and run that same program in the QA environment, also it will create it. But there is a problem. There is a problem. What problem? Remember that it ran the program, created in dev environment, and it updated the state file, same state file. And next time when you run this program in the new environment, again it will update the same state file. And that moment it has updated the same state file, this is lost because resource name is same now. This
right.
changes whatever it has been done, that is lost because resource name is same. It will override the state file with the same resource name. I said resource name cannot be duplicated. Correct now?
Right.
That's a problem. How do we deal with it? Did you understand, all of you? Did you understand that, all of you? Problems? If you understand the
Yes.
problems, I can. Yes. So how do you solve it? Answer is workspace. Now, what is a workspace? What will happen in workspace? What happen? What workspace? What happens? You run the same program. So Terraform, you create a first workspace. So you create a dev workspace and QA workspace. So same program you run, and being a dev workspace, same code, same directory, same location, same machine. You run the same program, and if you run from the dev workspace, this will be stored in the dev workspace, And if you run from the QA workspace, same code will store in the QA workspace. That means there'll be dev state file will be different location, QA workspace in a different location, no problem. And you can work switch anytime, and we work for the dev QA anytime, and no loss of state files. Understood? Solution?
Yes.
Now the problem is, you know what, guys? You know, unknowingly and knowingly, actually, you were working for the name workspace. Actually, one workspace is a default workspace. How do I see that? So let me show you guys here. List. See that? What is the name of the default? So unknowingly, you were working with the default workspace, and in the default workspace, the state file is being stored in the same location. Agree?
Agreed.
Now what to do? I have to create a new workspace. No problem. Workspace, and what is that? New, yes, correct. New dev. See here. Now ls. Nothing right now. Look at this here. Nothing right now. But let's run this. Guys, look at my screen here. List the namespace, workspace, sorry. And now you got a dev. You want to switch back to the default, so select default. See how we change this. List default. You want to switch back to the dev. You see that? It's so easy. Now you know what? Now remember that I have from the default workspace, this is the state file. Now if I run from the dev, where it will be created? Let's look at this. Terraform apply, though there'll be failure because of that. This resources is already exist. Let me do one thing. Let me delete it quickly, just for the demo sake. So let me delete this and this, because it will same repository you can't create 2 times in the same account. So let me, I'm doing it just for the demo sake, and delete this repository. What is that name? Here it is, and delete. And I should delete this one also, okay? So then my programs, at least failure will not come. And done. And close, and done. So now can I run this apply directly? No plan and all. Remember, I am in the dev workspace. Same code I'm running on the dev workspace, okay? So apply. Yes. To add, remember that's to add. This is the dev workspace, I must remind you. Done. Now you see that. Did you notice something extra? Which one? This one. Can you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? This is the dev state file, and this is the current directory, which is your default file. So both are stored. Which workspace you want to work? Keep switching. Same code, different state file for different environment. And that concept in Terraform, we call it workspace. Are you understanding? All of you? Hello?
Yes. So workspaces create different environments, working environments.
Workspace is to be created for storing the state files separately for the different environment.
Okay.
Same code, different environment, different state file. So that way you can update sometime dev, sometime QA, keep switching that. One engineers can work in a multiple environment, same code. No need to duplicate the directory, one for the dev, one for QA, and this, that, and all. Keep switching the code, no need to. Same code, you can switch the state file. Are you understanding?
Yes, thanks for the clarification.
Yep. So guys, what are the topics we have covered? So let me discuss here. I discuss about what is a Terraform. Then I discuss about why Terraform. Then I discuss about how Terraform works. Then I discuss about the basic workflow of Terraform. Then I discuss about how to write a program, how to write a code in Terraform. And then I discuss about the variables. Then I discuss about the conditioning. Then I discuss about the looping. Then I discuss about the module. Then I discuss about the workspace. Someone asked a question about that. Backend also I discuss about that one. So these are the questions. These are the preferred topics which we have in Terraform, which we need to know, practice, and get going. Are you comfortable with all of this? All of you?
Yes, so far so good.
Now, guys, I'll teach you magic. Are you getting scared with the programming? Tell me how many of you are getting scared from the Terraform coding? Though it's very easy, but how many of you are getting scared from this? Tell me in the chat box.
No scared, but it takes time to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, people are not responding in the chat box actually. You can just say if you are scared or not. If you're scared, then I'll give you some magic. I'll show you some magic. And if you're not scared, then I will not show you the magic. So tell me, how many of you are scared or not?
No, I'm fine.
But yeah, this will be interesting to know.
Yeah. So guys, whatever I've been teaching you, I've been telling you code for infrastructure. Write a tier program. See here, typically what you do, think simple, okay? First, when you do from scratch, okay? So scratch what you do. So here you say you will create a VPC. I'm talking about the AWS, okay? So AWS, you create a VPC. After the VPC, what you want to do? You want to create a subnet. Then after that subnet, what you want to do? You want to create a route tables. Think about it. You want to do NATing also. You want to internet gateway also you want to create. You want to security groups you want to do. You want to buy elastic IP addresses. These all are services, guys. Elastic IP address. After that, getting all this infrastructure done, then you do what? You create EC2 instance. You can create a scaling group. What do you call it? ESG, right? Elastic Scaling Group, correct? ESG. And then you set it up EBS storage. What do you set? You set the EFS also. You set the S3 also, and all these things. Probably you want to set the database, right? Database, and probably you want to set SQS, SNS for running our application. This is the Q services. SQS, SNS, SES. These all are the developers tools for the running this applications. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, when you want to set up an infrastructure, you have to do so much of work. Correct? Correct? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to write a code for it. Simple. But there is a one advantage of Terraform. Let me tell you here, guys. You know what? All this infrastructure related code of AWS or popular tools like a Google Cloud or Azure and all, everything has been written. Yes. If you understand the Terraform code, if you understand, you can modify a little bit of it and you can make use of the code which is written by someone else. Now the question you'll ask me, Rajesh, where I can find those codes? Yes, you can find those codes at Terraform registry. Will you remember this? Will you remember this?
Hello everyone, if you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under Devops, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc. Kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to 100s of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.